I know that when you get to the level that you're at, or other professional bodybuilders, working out your training split can almost be like a bit of Jenga. Trying to fit like your training in and recovery in time for your next workout, not not train to the point where you got so much DOMs you can't recover in time for your next session, so that you get your required volume in week to week.
Yeah.
When it came to building your physique, and one of those things that I look at now, even now, when you're only on like 100 milligrams of test a week, your arms are still like enormous. What kind of training split worked for you? Was it where you had like separate arm days, or did you go with major compound movements like a barbell row and then have your accessory arm movements? What was your kind of?
I change it up. I just go by feel half the days. It's like I had like a thing where it might have been like legs were always by himself because they're a big muscle group, and so was back. But anything like shoulders, chest, and other arms, and that'd be like sometimes I might do chest and biceps, shoulders, tries, or chest and in the morning, shoulders at night, then arms a day themselves. I just went really by feel and instinct. And I could say like today's chest day, I might get to the gym and like shoulders a bit iffy. I don't feel like it. If I do it, I'm only going to be going through the motions, which I hate. So it might be chest day, but I go, you know what, back feels okay. I'll go do back. And generally when I do that, because I haven't thought about it, I had the best workout. It's like, if you got legs tomorrow, or today you think, fuck, I've got legs tomorrow, I've got to do squats and that. So by the time it comes around, you're like, I really don't want to do it, because the pain you're going to have to go through. So you sometimes, once you've done it, you feel good, but getting into it. So I've had days where it might have been a shoulder day. I'm like, fuck it, let's do legs. And because I haven't had time to think about it, I had the best leg workout ever. So sometimes those days where I'll be like, I got legs tomorrow, okay, I'm going to eat a big meal today, and that, if I plan it, I have the worst leg workout. But if I just sometimes go, what do you want to do today? I just let my training partner go. Well, my training partner used to hate me for that, because he'd be like, what do we train them? I go back. He'll turn up with his belt, his straps and that. Change my mind, we're doing shoulders. He's like, oh, fucking hell. He goes, I psyched up for back. So I just pretty much listen to the body. And even, like I said, if I trained the body part and 2 days later, if it wasn't super sore and I felt like I wanted to do it again, I would. As long as you're getting the rest in and your meals in. I think someone said once, generally after 72 hours, you can pretty much train again. And, your body's a machine that can take a lot of punishment, really. So I always tell people, even when I am training or I'm training them, when I can't do anymore, I said, just because you're giving in, I said, trust me, your mind will always give out before the muscle, because it's just a natural thing. Like if you're doing something that's creating that much pain, your mind's, hey, dickhead, stop doing this, it's hurting. So you've got to learn to block that out. Like I said, it's not going to kill you. As long as you distinguish too between an injury pain and just training pain. I think if you train long enough, you should know the difference. So, if you get that burning feeling, and because I said, if I'm doing leg extensions and it just starts burning, like someone putting a hot knife there, you're like, fuck it, I want to stop. Well, if I'm by myself, I do stop. But, if someone's there, you can go beyond that, because I said, it's all in here. It's just like, you don't listen to it. You've got to somehow disconnect from what your mind's telling you.
That's what I'm wondering with your racing career. You always had that adrenaline. Like you must have always been in that fight or flight response. Because I know when I go like do a heavy deadlift session or squats, you almost get that adrenaline. You start to feel a bit sick because it's going to be like fucking crazy. Doing that drag racing and then going in, getting your leg workouts done, all your really heavy training, like in terms of the effect it had on your central fatigue, like your nervous system, did you find those years were particularly challenging to kind of balance the two?
No, not really. I find, like I said, if I enjoy doing something, it's like I tell people, I always tell people, like I never be late. I'm always early. I hate being late. To me, it's like if someone's going to be late, it shows disrespect. So, and then it's like too, when you ask someone to do something, yeah, I'll do it, then they don't. Like, oh, sorry. I'm thinking, come on now, we've all been there. If you really want to do something, whether it's go out on a date with a girl or go somewhere or do something, you'll move hell and high water to do it if you really want to do it. It's like, how many of us out there, if you want to do something, you'll find a way to do it. If you're not really into it, you'll just look for excuses. So I've always just found stuff that I've really enjoyed doing and liked doing. So it wasn't too much of a balancing act. It's like if I was going to do the racing and I don't know, get up early, go to the gym, train, do my cardio, go to the racetrack, take my meals with me. I found a way to make it happen. So it didn't seem like it was hard. To me, it's like bodybuilders now come with a lot of excuses. That's why when I'll train 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. Then people started, any more than 45 minutes, you're overtraining. I'm like, fuck off. I said, if you're getting rest and nutrition, you're not going to overtrain. Your body can take a lot. So it's almost like people want to be the best at something now, but put in little effort. How can I be good at something, make lots of money, but don't really have to go all out? So I don't get that. It's like anything, any other sport, boxing, they'll do cardio, run, skip rope, sparring. It's like, I said, show me any other champion in the world in any other sport, but I only train 45 minutes a day. It's like, it doesn't happen. I said, and you're a bodybuilder. I said, what do you do for the rest of the day? You sit on the fucking couch, you eat, you watch TV, you don't do anything. So it's like, not like you haven't got time. So I think everyone's looking for that quick fix still. But like anything that, if you're good at something, anything that, is worth something, doesn't happen overnight. It just takes time and just keep pushing at it and working at it, no matter what it is, whether bodybuilding or in any business type venture. And then, like I said, once you become good at something and if you enjoy it, it doesn't seem like work. So